What's up, everybody? Osborne and McCarty are back for UFC 104. Very excited about this card. Yes, I'm wearing my gi from karate for two reasons. Machida is fighting. Heck yeah. And I just got back from karate like 5 minutes ago, and I'm just really lazy. So sorry about that. Anyway, Kish, Gasho, and Reed. Peace be with you. All right, let's talk about the first fight. We got Anthony Rumble Johnson taking on Yoshiyuki Yoshida. And he's coming off that loss to Koscheck where he got knocked out. Yeah. Pretty devastating fashion.
Yeah, kind of.
Doesn't that spell trouble going up against Rumble? I mean, he's got the hands, right?
I would say Rumble is a much better striker than Koscheck. Koscheck has a right hand, and I think Rumble's got everything in his stand-up. He's pretty solid.
So that's basically what might happen if it goes Anthony's way.
Yeah, totally.
Yoshida, how's he going to win this one? I know he's a big judo guy. Can he get Anthony down to the ground? Because I know Anthony's decent on the ground, but he just kind of survives. I never really see him throwing anything back offensively. Is that Yoshida's key? If
he can get him to the ground, it might spell trouble. But, I mean, look at Anthony Johnson. That fool is so strong. It's ripped. Scary. I mean, he's ripped. He has a wrestling background, so he knows what to do in certain positions. I know judo is different in some aspects, but Rumble's huge, man. I don't know.
Should be interesting. You know, I met him at one of the UFCs, and I got for the picture. And, dude, my hand was touching steel. It was like, I felt like I was posing with Superman. It was ridiculous. So I've been a fan ever since that. But, Jared, let's get a prediction. What do you think is going to happen? Yoshida going to pull this off somehow, or are we just going to get a KO from Johnson?
I think if Yoshida does it, man, I think he's going to have to get one of those judo throws. I don't know how, but I think he'll have to get it submission. He likes the Kimura, I hear, so
interesting.
I think that's what he's going to have to go for. But I think Johnson's got this one in the bag.
So KO?
I'm going to take... Yeah, KO.
What about you, Matt?
Yeah, you know, Yoshida might win by decision if for some reason he can take Johnson down. Well, I really don't see him being able to finish Johnson on the ground. But I'm going to take Johnson with another head kick.
Nice. Knockout. So knockout, huh?
Knockout, yeah.
I did my prediction ahead of time. I also have Johnson KO. Next up, we got Joe Daddy Stevenson taking on Spencer Fisher. Interesting matchup. Yeah. Not really sure. Both these guys are pretty seasoned veterans. I don't know. I could go either way. What do you think, man?
I think it's a really good fight. I think it's actually a fight a lot of people have been wanting to see for a long time. Yeah. It's a solid fight. Neither one of these guys is going to dominate anywhere. Spencer probably has the advantage in the stand-up. He's a fast guy. I don't see him being able to knock Stevenson out at any point. You know, he can point him away, but to be honest, I think Stevenson's going to take the king down.
Okay.
I think he's going to get him to the ground. I don't think he's ever going to submit him or knock him out, but I see Stevenson winning by decision.
Decision. So you're just going to basically get him down and kind of beat him up on the ground and win it with the judges. Okay. This is one of those could go one of two ways type situation. You got a striker and Fisher, grappler and Stevenson. Who's going to win, grounder or stand-up?
I think the ground's going to win, man. Stevenson, he's got good stand-up. I do think Spencer Fisher has better stand-up. But I think Stevenson has the ability to take it to the ground when he wants to. I think he'll stand up for the majority of the rounds, but then take it to the ground. Ground and pound. I gotta agree with you. I'm gonna go decision.
Dang, you guys are screwing me up. I was actually gonna go with Fisher, but now you're making such a good point. I don't know, because the thing is, he's such a good striker.
Yeah.
And Stevenson, I don't know. He kind of thinks he's a striker as well. Remember when he fought Diego, man?
Yeah.
He was having fun with the stand-up. He didn't want to bore the fans by taking it down.
Yeah.
If he does that, though, I don't know, man. It's really going to mess me up here. I'm screwed up. You know what? Just to be different, I'm going to go with Spencer Fisher. I'm going to say that he's going to win it because Joe Daddy's going to try to stand with him. If that happens, he takes it. Decision. Next fight, we got Gleison Tibau taking on Josh Neer, another striker-grappler matchup. Matt, who's going to win and why?
Josh Neer. I think all around he's better. He might have a disadvantage in the jiu-jitsu a little, but he's a tough guy. I think he's going to take it decision.
Nice. Jared, who's going to win and why?
I think that Josh Neer is. Tibau, I think he's a little bit proud when he's standing up, and I think Neer's going to TKO him.
TKO? Really? You think he's got that kind of power?
I think he does, dude.
Tibau's a pretty tough guy, you know what? And Neer showed a lot of weakness, man, in his last fight. He got taken down over and over against Kurt Pellegrino and just could not escape. Tibau is a wrestler, and he's got pretty decent jiu-jitsu skills. I think he's going to hold Neer down, and he's going to go just like the Pellegrino fight. So I'm actually going to go with Gleison Tibau decision. Next up, we got Cain Velasquez taking on Ben Rothwell. Now, Rothwell's coming from Affliction. Pretty decent stand-up. He's got some power in his punches. I personally think Cain Velasquez is in trouble in this one. He fought Cheick Kongo last, and I was so irritated with Cheick Kongo. I was screaming at the TV. You know, there's 2 times he had Velasquez rocked, and he clinches with him and gets taken down. He should have just finished it up, man. Velasquez obviously has a decent chin, but he can get tagged and, you know, get kind of discombobulated. That's when you finish it off. I think Ben Rothwell is actually capable of doing that. So this might be a stretch, but I'm actually going to take Rothwell knockout. I'm just hoping it happens because Velasquez is a little overhyped in my opinion. What do you think?
Yeah, he's the great brown hype. To be honest, okay, he's been kind of impressive, but come on, go watch his Stoyanich fight. It was pathetic. He's a fat man. He should have finished him in 1 minute and 30 seconds. That was not impressive. He needs to go down to 205 as well. I mean, come on, seriously. Can this guy take Brock? No. I'm going to go with Rothwell as well. I think if it does go to later rounds, Velasquez will have an advantage with the stamina. Rothwell seems to gas a little bit, like in his fight against Arlovsky. Granted, getting punched a lot by Andrei Arlovsky is not very good for your stamina. But yeah, I'm going to say Rothwell, 2nd round KO right hand.
Nice. Okay, Jared, let's throw this one out there. If Velasquez is going to win, how's it going to be? Is he just going to be one of those lay and pray type things? Just get him down and punish him there?
Yes.
Wow, okay. Well, please, give us more details.
That's about as much as you need. Velasquez is a tough wrestler. I think he needs to lay on him and win it that way.
Is he going to do that?
I think he is.
Really?
Yes, I'm actually going to go with... I'm not a huge Cain Velasquez fan, but I think he's going to be able to take him down. Rothwell's pretty tall, and he's got long legs, so I think Velasquez can get a hold of him.
Let's get that prediction.
I think he's going to go decision, Cain Velasquez.
It is time for the main event of the evening. Lyoto Machida, Shogun Hua. Machida is defending for the first time. Now, I don't know if you guys have looked, but check out the poll going on at UFC.com. It's like, what, 87% favors Machida?
Yeah.
I think that might be a little overboard. I actually think Shogun has a decent chance of winning this fight.
Yeah.
And let me just say, I don't think Shogun deserves this, but with all the drama going on at 205 right now, I think it's fair to give it to him. I mean, who are you going to give it to? Chuck Liddell, Forrest Griffin? I don't know.
Chuck Liddell's dancing.
Shogun would actually be a pretty decent test because, you know, he is pretty, you know, powerful. He's not super fast. And I think in order for him to win this, he actually has to back off and not be quite as aggressive because you going aggressive against Machida, it's just not going to work. You're just digging your own grave. So if he's smart, looks for that perfect opening, and as Greg Jackson said when he was talking to Rashad, if you hear them booing, that means you're doing the right thing. Let them boo. At least you're still alive. You're not going to freak out like Rashad was. So, Shogun, not going to win, but I think it's actually going to be a pretty good fight. So I'm going to take Lyoto Machida, 4th round TKO match.
Nice. Yeah, how can you go against this guy? Machida is just a tough SOB. I mean, what he did to Rashad, I mean, if I was Rashad, I'd be embarrassed. I mean, it was just, he made him look like a fool. It was,
it was
bad. Shogun, really tough guy. I think he's kind of a hyped up guy too. I mean, yeah, he knocked out Chuck, but who hasn't lately? Seriously.
My grandmother did yesterday.
Keith Jardine almost did, and that guy's like not even top 10. I mean, seriously. So yeah, I got to give this one to Machida. I think all around he's just better. I mean, he's so hard to figure out right now. Maybe once guys can start figuring out how he fights and really getting that style down, somebody can beat him, but it's not going to happen right now. It's the Dragon's time.
That's right. So, Jared, you going to hop on the Lyoto Machida bandwagon here and go with us here? I mean, can you really doubt this guy at this point?
No.
He's been so dominant. He's never lost a round.
He's a beast, dude. I mean, I'm really excited about this fight because I think it's the best matchup at 205 for Machida.
Yeah.
I think Shogun will bring the most exciting fight. But Machida, he's just too good, man. He is so, I don't even know what you can say about him.
Technical.
He's just technical.
And unpredictable. That is the key right there. And the reason I picked 4th round, just in case you're wondering, because by that time Shogun is just going to be freaking gassed. I know he looked better against Chuck, don't get me wrong, but at that point, man, he's not going to be able to defend quite as well, and it's over. So, what's your prediction?
Well, you know, last time I went with Rashad, 3rd round KO, and then the 2nd round I was like, let it go, just let it go longer. But so this one I'm gonna go 2nd round KO Machida.
Nice. That wraps it up for another UFC video. Thank you guys very much for watching. We really appreciate it. As always, comment, comment, comment. We love the crazy stuff that you guys come up with. Give us your predictions so we can see exactly what's going through those crazy heads of yours. But guys, that's it. I'm Josh Osborne.
Matt McCarty.
Jared McCarty.
And Kish, Show, and Reed. We'll catch you on the flip side later.